Here at the Pratt School of Engineering, our motto is engineers in service to society. The question is, how do we define our impact? In our community, we define impact as our capacity to translate the things we work on in our laboratories and our classrooms out to the real world where we can make the lives of people better. I'm Jerry Lynch, the Vinnick Dean of Engineering at Duke University, and today we're in the Wilkinson building to visit Professor Steve McClelland, the director of the Christensen Family Center for Innovation, where all of our translation opportunities are being played out. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Jerry.
How are
Good
you?
to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Steve, thank you for having us today here at the Christensen Family Center for Innovation. Could you begin by sharing with our audience what is the center and how does it serve our students and members of our community?
Yeah, so the Christensen Family Center lives in the Pratt School of Engineering and serves technology product founders throughout the university and beyond. It started, one, from the gifts of our alumni. So our alumni recognize the opportunity for redefining sort of how Pratt engages in the innovation ecosystem here at Duke. And with gifts like the Christensen family allows us to sort of get a foothold to really start to discover how we can best serve the whole community.
So given that mission that you have, can you give some examples of how you're preparing our students to be leaders in innovation and entrepreneurs?
Yeah, so CFCI offers stuff for all students. So undergraduate through PhD, it might get started in their lab, but then when they want to sort of take that next step of how do I turn this into a product and get it out into the world for people, that's when we have specific programs to help guide them through what the next steps are. To prepare people for leaders in innovation, one is just understanding the complexity of solving problems, not just the technology side, but the actual user need out in the world, and also the amount of engagement required to sort of serve those communities. So that's a big part of sort of the technology leadership required to bring things into the world.
How about for entrepreneurship?
Yeah, for entrepreneurs, it gets even more complicated. They take on a larger role in driving all aspects of the business, and that can go from structure to funding, as well as the operations of like what we're required for a venture.
And I know the center has a large number of programs. What are you finding to be the most popular among our students and why?
Well, at the undergraduate, the most popular program is really technology product leadership. I think they see that as both a requirement for startups, because if you're going to build a technology startup, you need to be a leader, but also in careers, that if you are going to make an impact inside an organization, you also need to be a product leader.
So it's as much about creating entrepreneurs as it is to cultivate entrepreneurial mindset in our students.
Correct. So we always start at who do you need to bring together to sort of really make a product have an impact?
Our region, the Triangle region here in North Carolina, is going through rapid evolution and transformation. How does the Christensen Family Center engage with the larger entrepreneurial ecosystem that's being developed here in the Triangle region?
So one, we engage with the whole region by bringing them into what we're doing inside the university. We expose students to hard health problems, climate problems, even defense problems, and we're not going to solve those on our own. Nor are we going to sort of incubate them entirely inside the university. So we really engage with all the stakeholders in those industries and in those areas to make sure that they can be true partners in bringing these out into the world.
Are there examples from the Pratt School of Engineering of successful startups that our students and our faculty have done that are great illustrations of what's possible here in the Triangle from an entrepreneurial standpoint?
So Pratt has a history of sort of getting its technology out into the ecosystem. 374 Water, sort of a public company that came out of Pratt Technology. We also have Isolear Bio, sort of a biologic that has come out, sort of having its impact in the world, all the way to sort of quantum computing and IonQ, which is the publicly traded sort of technology kind of out of this sort of Pratt ecosystem.
Community engagement is one of the top priorities for Duke. How is the center engaging the local community to build capacity more broadly than just here on campus at Duke?
So CFCA seeks to sort of set the boundary for who's involved in innovation out with the community that we impact. So we partner with local organizations that are committed to sort of technology, entrepreneurship, and make sure that they are part of both our programs and also get visibility into sort of what we're doing so they can benefit from the work we do at CFCI.
One set of programs that I'm excited about in the portfolio of the center are these Design Plus programs, Design Health, Design Climate, Design Defense. Can you describe to our audience what these programs are about and some of the impact those programs are having broadly?
Yeah, so Design Health, Design Climate, and Design Defense are all cases where we convene interdisciplinary teams to solve hard problems that we believe technology can serve. So whether it's visiting the health center, making those observations, or working with community partners in industry and climate, or visiting our military friends at their bases, the students and teams get a real visibility into what's going on and then start to iterate the solution.
Wow, and it's really about translating solutions into the hands of the stakeholders associated with those programs.
Right, the solution is much nearer because we start with a really observed problem. And so we have the built-in customer knowledge of the problem. And so the technology is even more focused on applicability.
One of the superpowers of Duke is its ability to collaborate across the entirety of the institution. One of the other units on campus, Innovation Entrepreneurship, what we also call I&E, how do they collaborate with the Christensen Family Center for Innovation?
I&E has a mandate to sort of touch everyone at the university and introduce them to this innovation entrepreneurship ecosystem. We also do a lot of work with them, even teaching some innovation entrepreneurship classes as part of that program. And then that really leads those people who choose technology-based startups to really turn to us for the sort of follow-on support that they might need in technology and engineering. Once someone commits to being an entrepreneur and really shows that intent to go all the way to entrepreneurship, we have a program to formally mentor them called the Founders Advancement Network, where we partner them with seasoned mentors to sort of guide them on that founder journey. We also partner with the Office of Technology and Commercialization, who has their own programs to sort of make sure that they are able to both find funding and find the guidance they need to really navigate the complexity of being an entrepreneur. Additionally, we work with the domains of all other schools around the university, whether it's the Fuqua School of Business, the Nicholas School of the Environment, the Med Center, the Health Center, as well as the community engagement organizations of the Duke. We're able to get all those resources in to really understand what we're in for.
Steve, thank you for the time and for the conversation. It was great being here with you today.
Great, appreciate it.
Thank you. So I have heard from the grapevine that you have a very prized possession here in your office. What is it?
So I spent some time as working as director of product at Twitter. So I won through online auctions some Twitter art where the Twitter logo has various characters, and I didn't recognize how big they were. There's Chewbacca, Robin, our sage.
I like that one. Yoda.
Yoda. So where I'm gonna hang them, unknown.